Good morning. Early start this morning. We are in Elleston, I think you pronounce it. Not had much time to film because we're straight off of the boat, as you can already tell, to go on our excursion today.
What do you think?
Wow. So on the way to the ski lift, you have to do a ferry crossing, so we've stopped. You can see the ferry actually, I think, over there in the distance. So I think that's the ferry that we're going to get. So 5 or 6 minutes away, so we've got a few minutes just to relax. So we're just having a wee walk, we're just having a wee look around. Callum's getting these photographs as usual. That's the bus just behind us there as well. It's a reasonably okay day. Glad to have a jacket though, just in case.
Good morning, you're fine to see my face because I've been half asleep for the whole day. Yeah. We're currently on a ferry from Elleston and we're going over towards like a little mountain town before we then go on the gondola. We actually all completely forgot that we were getting a ferry today, so it's a nice little surprise and we're just here to get some photos. I'll show you some of the view from the ferry.
So that is the boat leaving. We're on a cruise ship half the time, we're now on a ferry. I'm wondering if we'll see the piano. I think we might do. Just a little bit of information. Way in the distance there that you can see from the ferry is the, I think he said Norwegian Alps. He either said that of the Alps of Norway. But yeah, they look absolutely spectacular. So we've stopped with the bus for just a wee bit just to see the valley on our way. We're now basically climbing up towards the top of the ski lift that we're going to go on. So it's quite a view.
Skylar.
Skylar! Getting us all on
That's
camera.
really very happy. So that's us off the bus. And we didn't realise this, but this is like a full ski resort, so there's people skiing and snowboarding all the way up here. The ski
You
lifts.
can literally ski like that. It's all snow all the way over the bridge. You literally ski all the way over.
Yeah, like you can take your skis and go from the resort all the way over there, across the road and up the mountain. And then
So cool.
I'm just waiting in kit. So I think the resort or the town is called Stranda, and I think the skylift is called Strandafell, so this is the size of it. All the different routes that you can take.
So I think we're here, and I think it's F that we're taking, so it's the one that goes up there.
Yeah. It's kind of like 11:05 and we've got to be back down onto the bus for 12, so that's a very quick turnaround time, so we need to quickly go. I did not expect us to be walking in snow today, but hey ho. It's absolutely amazing here. Just mountains everywhere. There's a snow sports resort over here. Gee. Seems like a funny place for a basketball court.
Completely iced over.
This is where we're going. Okay, so we're off the gondola and my god, we went so high. But look at the snow. It's absolutely beautiful. There is a cafe down here buried in snow, so we're going to try and make our way there. The pathway to the cafe is also snow, just to make sure you're aware if you're coming here. Sure, look, the town. My feet just like fell in there. This may be the best view I've ever seen in my life. That there buried in the snow is the cafe, and then this over here is the viewing platform. It's the gondola ride back down to the bottom. What do you think?
Wow.
Yeah. There's a little village down there, a town here, and the fjords that runs all the way along here. The man did tell us on the bus that we can see Oldham from here. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but maybe we can.
This is the most insane view of my entire life. Like, seriously. Incredible.
You just slide all the way down.
Yeah, my fear is this is what they haven't told us about shoes. I have these on, and Callum has these on. I'm gonna say mine are definitely not waterproof, so if we are walking to that cafe down there, it's gonna be fun. This can sound like such a stupid comment, but every time that you think you get your foot in and you're in this snow, you just lose it.
Look how, bring the camera down, look how shiny it is. So
Fluffy, shiny snow. Callum's making a snowball because he's a child. If he throws it at me, he's gonna get punched. That was beautiful, well done.
Excuse me, can I probably have one minute?
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
you can do this one. Ooh.
Feels like doing a whole thing.
Wow. We are waiting for Callum's family to join us. Oh, there they are. They've just gotten off of the ski lift. And immediately Eileen makes
Kimberly
a snowball. What a child.
Kimberly has a baby.
Kimberly has a baby, guys.
They're both just wimps and shut their eyes.
Hi, Skylar. Look at the view, Skylar. It's amazing. Look. As Callum said earlier, there's a cafe available to go to, but we've actually put on this tour, no one's going to it, mainly I think because of the snow, but also you can't really get there in the time that we've been given. We've only really got 45 minutes, maybe an hour most.
Stuart.
Do I want to make a snow angel?
Yeah, do it, please. Got me.
No. Oh.
Random bits, your foot goes right through.
I know, you can really feel it. Right, so we're off the top of the mountain in the gondola ride, and when you come down to the cafe, which is just here, they've got free waffles available for everyone. There's a wee waffle included. It's got strawberry jam, sour cream, and there's some honey which we've put on top of it as well. That's your opinion. Look at Cal. Like, hold on a minute. This is the amount that Callum has put on. This is the amount that I have put on. Which is a regular amount? Let's just leave us a comment. Which is a regular amount? Anyhow, so we've got this view, but I will say you're suddenly feeling the sun as well here. It is very hot.
Well,
You say congratulations to Sammy and Kimberly.
congratulations, guys.
They're having some engagement waffles.
Engagement waffle, because that's what you do apparently. Yeah, congratulations to them. They got engaged up at the top of the mountain
Congratulations.
while we were up there.
Now you need to learn how to say the name of the place that you got engaged.
How do I actually say that?
I think it's like Strand.
Oh yeah, we'll show you Kimberly's ring while we've got a second.
I'll move it closer.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Oh, look at that. Can you imagine the view from that? That would be amazing. Imagine it now, I don't know.
And here's my rendition of Britney's "You Drive Me Crazy." You drive me crazy. Good evening.
Hello.
We are just finishing up the day at Allison. It is, what time is it? Oh wow, it's 5:45. So we really are finishing up the day at Allison. The board time was 5:30, so we're just past that by about 12 minutes or so. It is very sunny. It's a lovely evening.
We just got ourselves a drink to come up and watch the ship sail away, and then we're going to join the virtual queue. We've taken ourselves on an actual date tonight, and Sammy and Kimberly are away on a date to celebrate their engagement, and my mum's offered to take Skylar for the night. So we came back in the boat, went in the hot tub for a bit, and then just got our stuff ironed for tonight.
And then Callum went to use the iron, and the iron went no. So he had a bit of a nightmare. Which, to be honest, today it's not been a nightmare.
So
I wasn't gonna say nightmare. Nightmare's too harsh.
So we booked an excursion called Sky High Views in Strandafell, or Strandafieli, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Strandafjell. Sounds more Norwegian if you say Strandafjell.
So it was like just over £100 each. I think it was like £107 each or something. And it said it was to take 5 hours, and we were to be at the bus for 8:30. And now when you read this, it says, behold the breathtaking panoramas from the summit of Strandafell Mountain and journey to this stunning surrounding countryside on this scenic experience. Gaze out at the idyllic, unspoiled landscapes to take the ferry across from the serene fjord. At Strandafell, hop onto the cable car and admire the views which become more beautiful as you ascend. Take some time to soak up the vistas over the fjord village of Stranda. Enjoy a coffee bacon restaurant before you head back down. So there's like a cafe at the top of it.
This is like very high in the hills.
It was allocated 5 hours. It took us an hour and 10 minutes to get there with one stop, including the ferry. So we were thinking, okay, we'll have like an hour or two there, because the excursion was advertised as the Skylift.
It was called Skylift.
So we got there at 11, and the driver said, okay, you need to be back down for 11:45.
Not the driver, the tour guide.
Or the tour guide. So that gave us 40 minutes, and we had to walk to the base of it, which wasn't too far. It was like 5 minutes.
Throughout the entire of this excursion, imagine what Callum says, but with 6 inches of snow underneath where you are.
And then we had to go on the gondola, which took us to the top, and it probably took about close to 10 minutes to get there. So all in, we ended up at the top for like 18 minutes past, and then we had to be back down for 2:15. And then there was this mad rush to like get photos. The cafe was there, they were all set up for us to go and sit on.
I think I've got a film of the cafe, so you probably
FYI,
see
there was
how
snow
far it
everywhere,
is.
but they just cleared a bit of it. Like the cafe was like buried. Anyway, it was absolutely amazing, so you would have seen those reactions. But then we had to rush back down. We were like at the front of the queue, so my mum and Kimberly and Sammy, who had a baby, were like one of the last ones up. They got up just before 30:30. And there was, as you know, Sammy proposed to Kimberly, which was amazing. But she had a plan to go up there, spend some time, have a drink,
Photographs,
coffee,
lovely
just kind of
time.
settle in. So that didn't work. So she had to go up and immediately
Pop the question and run.
propose. She asked me to take some photographs, and then we just had to leave. And then we went down, and they gave us a free waffle, which was absolutely delicious.
The waffle was lovely.
And then we set off back home, but they drove a different way home that took 2 hours and like 20 minutes.
That is, I will be honest and say, that is 2 hours and 20 whatever minutes of my life I will not get back.
Yeah, like we totally
It
expected to go
just-
the same way back and have like a good hour or two at the top. So it was like an hour and 10 minutes there, 40 minutes up and down, like really condensed, and then almost 2.5 hours to come back.
Yeah.
And we just don't understand why we wouldn't go the same route there and back.
Yeah.
And
If we'd went the
stay at
same
top.
route there and back, would have
It
been
was still
given an
beautiful.
extra like hour maybe.
Yeah.
Would have gotten like a lot more time to enjoy it. And the fact of the matter is, they set it up for an opportunity. I know obviously the cafe probably sits there, and people go up who are locals and things, or maybe visiting the ski resort anyway. But for us, they set it up with the opportunity for you to go to the cafe. But considering the amount of snow and things, it didn't give you. There was no time. There was no
Yeah.
time to get over to the cafe. There was no time to get anywhere but 5 feet from the gondola
You got off
station,
it, walked 5 feet away,
and then
took
back on
photos
a
and
gondola. Like, and that's as much as you could really do.
And I mean, it was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it was stunning. Like, I mean, don't get us wrong. The views,
Yeah.
I will never forget how amazingly beautiful those views
But
were.
just the reason I
But-
read out the summary of it was because we feel like that was misrepresented.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
that ended up being, out of the 5 hours, about 3.5.
Mhm.
Actually, close to 4 hours of that was just driving, and we didn't book a scenic bus tour. It was advertised as
A ski lift.
The ski lift. It felt like that was what we were there to see, but
Yeah.
it was treated as any other.
As another stop.
yeah.
The whole activity, the whole venture, very much seemed more. It seemed less like a Pinot organised cruise activity where you had a definite set location to go to, and more like, we're going to give this opportunity to this person, and it's like the person who did it just did what they wanted with it, and what they wanted gave very minimal time to us to actually enjoy what we wanted to do.
Entertainment update announcement. Unfortunately, due to a technical fault with our theatre stage, we will not be able to present the greater stage this evening
My mum's going to
at
be so sad.
6:30.
Oh, that's fine. It's just half.
I do appreciate this is disappointing for you.
Kind of been felt like being held hostage on a bus. I swear, we don't want to be rude, but from the moment we left the port here to the moment we got there, then the moment we left there to we got back here, the guide did not stop talking. And I mean, like, they'd say it wasn't even relevant to what was around us. They were talking about spies. They were talking about taxes, income tax, about Russia and Ukraine. Like,
I'm fully for guided tours. A guided tour is what it says on the package. Oh, there is this thing,
monuments.
and you go, you know, you talk through it. We are fully for that,
We
and
loved that
I
the other
understand what it is. And yeah, we absolutely loved the guy in Olden who was absolutely brilliant.
I'm not exaggerating. There was not a second without
No,
talking.
Yeah.
And for the guts of 4 hours,
Yeah.
my head was so sore. I was so, like, we couldn't even speak to each other because it was just constant.
yeah, the worst thing about it was just that atmosphere of, I would like to look at the scenery around me. I would like to, like, I mean, literally, if you sit and look where we are right now, it's absolutely gorgeous. But the entire time that we were on this bus, it was just
Like a lecture.
talking.
Yeah.
He told us like how much it costs to buy a car. Things that,
Yeah. It was,
like, if I lived here would be relevant, but just coming here to visit, I'm like, I don't need to know that. Honestly,
I'm just disappointed because it wasn't advertised as a history tour.
Yeah.
It wasn't advertised as a primarily a bus tour.
it wasn't
With
advertised as what we
narration.
got.
So we
That's the
didn't. I
issue.
didn't want to pay £100 to spend 4 hours on a bus when it was advertised as a ski lift.
This is
Like,
the last thing I'll say on
It
it.
was just.
The point that got me was, not only was some of the information irrelevant, it also was repetitive.
You couldn't get like the cream from the milk situation. Like,
No.
you couldn't appreciate what was interesting, relevant, and good
because it was
I was
continuous
just
forever.
exhausted. My mum said to the end, at the end, "Look at that," and I went, "I can't look at anything else."
No.
FYI, they agree.
We
Like,
couldn't.
they really struggled with it. But anyway, to summarise, I would 1000% recommend seeing what we saw at the skylift.
Mhm.
But
If you can work out an
Find a different way to
independent
get there.
way or something, or Pinot, fix that.
I, as beautiful as it was, wish we didn't go.
Yeah.
Because
And it's such a
I
shame.
spent the best part of our like third last day, and I didn't have any energy to go see the actual town, which is amazing.
Which
after.
looks absolutely gorgeous.
And now, but in hindsight, I didn't want to make this video earlier because I didn't want to just be negative about the actual thing that we went to see, which was so good.
Yeah, if you get the opportunity to go up that ski resort, that is beautiful. Right, we're here going to book our dinner, so we will see you in a wee bit. We're also just leaving Edison, so we're
We were hoping to catch the sail away, but don't think that's happening.
Callum, this is the sailaway. We are currently out in the water. Bye. So tonight's show is Greatest Days, which is the main, I would say the main show on the ship. Callum, would you agree? Oh, he's looking at Skylar. The earlier show, as we know, was obviously cancelled, so it's packed in here. So we'll see you after the show. Oh, it's good fun already. Skylar, say hello. Say hiya, hiya. Ow, my finger. Hiya. Yay! 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 Clap, clap, handies! Clap, handies! Clap, clap! I can only clap with my leg and my hand, I apologize. Yay! Yay!
So there's a games deck where there's like a bunch of different games, including table tennis. So there's 2 indoor tables, and then there's a few outdoor tables over there. It's quite windy and rocky tonight, so we'll come to the indoor one after the show just to play some games. And there's also some like ring toss games out here, and then I think this is like shuffleboard it's called. So you use these sticks, if that's what you want to call them, and these pucks, and then you have to hit it from here to your opponent's side, and whichever number it lands in, that's how many points you get. We can't quite figure out the rules, so we're just making up our own. That's Stuart's first attempt. Who's red?
No, it doesn't count for rolls. Kimberly wins.
So Stuart gets 2 and Kimberly gets 0. Stuart yellow.
What I get?
2.
2! Hey!
No way.
Did you get like a million there? Damn you.
So we're at a silent disco and Stuart's picked up some earphones or headphones.
We're loving it like that. Do you really like it? Is it wicked?
I love that song.
By the way, just for reference, this is where the indoor pool is, in the Sky Dome, and where we saw the sort of stunt show a couple of nights ago.
It's gonna be a good night. So that's another day done. We're just heading to our bed. What a day it's been. Honestly, Alison was a lot. There's a lot happened. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Dinner was really lovely tonight. We went to the Killing Cow, which was delicious. And then, as you might have seen, we played some little games, which was good fun. We played that with just Callum's sister and a couple of members of the family. And then we actually ended up at the silent disco, which is it's a bit of fun. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it was good fun. We're now heading to bed. Tomorrow we've got Haugesund, but we've not got any excursions or anything planned. We're just planning having a relaxing day, later start tomorrow probably as well. So if you have liked this vlog today, please give us a like, subscribe, and also leave a comment on our channel. We'd really appreciate it. And we always like to give you a wee comment back. So yeah, see you next time.